All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue this trial where we left off last time. I read for you the opening arguments by both Colangelo and Todd Blanche. And now they are bringing in this individual named David Pecker. He is the first witness. Now, David Pecker is the former publisher of the National Enquirer, and he's the prosecution's first witness, and he took the stand today to talk about his relationship with Donald Trump and these tactics that he apparently used to keep negative stories about Trump from surfacing. This is what he is testifying about. But Pecker, if you read in the news, they say that he was a longtime Trump ally and is alleged to have helped broker the payment to Daniels in his role at the time as chief executive of American Media Incorporated. It's a tabloid publisher. And it was a part of a practice known as catch and kill, in which the National Enquirer sought to bury negative stories about Trump to help his presidential bid. But let's go to this witness. And if you look right here, right on the bottom right is David Pecker. Yes. Justice Merchant, people, call your first witness. Prosecutor. The people call David Pecker. And then the clerk swears him in. Do you swear or affirm the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Pecker says yes. Fairfield County, Connecticut. Prosecutor, sorry to start with this. How old are you? Pecker says 72. What do you do? Now consulting, including for American media. Justice Merchan, jurors, do you want writing materials? Please keep your hand up. He wants the jurors to pay special attention to David Pecker, right? At the defense table, Blanche and Emil Bove have switched seats. Trump is whispering to each of them in turn. Prosecutor says, what does AMI do? Pecker says they publish celebrity magazines, the National Enquirer, Globe, In Touch, Star, Flex. I was chairman and CEO. I own 10%. Prosecutor, did you have the final say on what would be published and what would not be published? Pecker says, we use checkbooks, journalism, we paid for stories. I set a $10,000 limit. If more, it would have to be vetted by me. So they had a $10,000 limit of stories that they would pay for. And anything over that, Becker's like, okay, I gotta make sure that this is worth it. Prosecutor says, what were editor meetings? Pecker, I would consider the covers. They were the most important thing. What is the photo on it? Kind of like thumbnails for YouTube videos, huh? Prosecutor, in the time frame, what were the last four digits of your cell number? Pecker responds, 7501. Prosecutor, is it 01 or 91? Pecker says, 91, sorry, and 5955. New York office 4899. I don't know what that means, but Florida office 12. These are the last four digits of the phone numbers of the respective offices. Okay, I'm catching up. I'm catching up here. Florida office was 1221 and two separate emails. Prosecutor, are you here under subpoena? Pecker says yes. Prosecutor says, who was Dylan Howard? Pecker says he was the editor-in-chief. Prosecutor, he ran the networks, of course, for AMI. Pecker says yes. Pecker, when it came to juicy stories, did he run these by you? Pecker, yes, that was a big part of his job. The prosecutor, what are the sources? He says, for us, limousine drivers, people who work for lawyers, people like that. Prosecutor, where is Dylan Howard now? Responds, Australia. Prosecutor, does he have health issues? Trump's lawyer, objection. Merchan, overruled. Okay, I'm sorry, Trump lawyers cannot talk in the courtroom. Okay, he didn't say that, but I'm insinuating that because, I feel throughout the course of this trial, there's going to be a lot of overruled objections in the Trump side by Judge Merchan. Prosecutor, who was Bonnie Fuller? Pecker, we had to compete with her, Us Weekly. She was killing us, so I decided to try to hire her. Justice Merchant, jurors will end here for the day. Jurors leave. Pecker steps down from witness stand. Justice Merchan. So we'll have our hearing on contempt tomorrow if we're not done by 11, and I expect we will be. We'll stop and let the jury in and pick it up later. Trump's lawyer, Emil Bove. We objected to some testimony from Mr. Pecker about the whereabouts of Dylan Howard. It was hearsay and irrelevant. Prosecutor, it could be foundational. As to witness availability, Justice Merchan says, your objection is noted, but once again, you can't talk in the courtroom. Trump's lawyer, Bove. We expect them to elicit newspaper articles. We'd like the court to give a limiting instruction to the jury. Prosecutor, at some point, pro-Trump headlines in the National Enquirer and anti-opponent headlines only for the dates. Trump's lawyer Bove. There'll be some November 2015 emails with Sharon Churcher and others, but there's hearsay. It cannot come in. Prosecutor, would have been better if we'd heard about this months ago, but we could agree some is not for the truth. Justice Merchan. Mr. Bove, identify the ones you're concerned about. Bove, we only learned when Mr. Pecker would be called at 3 p.m. yesterday. Prosecutor, could we approach for a moment and then talk about the contempt motion? And that's where it ends for today, guys. I'm going to be hopefully covering the rest of this trial through Inner City Press on these videos for you guys. And if you like these videos, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. If you want to hear more of these trials with Trump. Now, this one's probably going to be, a few weeks long. So I'm going to be trying to cover this day by day. This one a little bit shorter. I gave you the opening arguments earlier. That was a little bit longer, but I want to kind of keep these concise just so you can get just the relevant facts of what's going on in the courtroom. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you would, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. But until then, I will see you on the next one.